Well, cycling campaigners have condemned the Mayor of London's claims that riding has become dramatically safer in the capital. Transport for London released the figures today that show serious injuries dropped from 657 in 2012 to 475 in 2013. That's a fall of 28%. It means 1 in every 433,000 cycle journeys ends in death or serious injury. That's the second lowest rate that has ever been recorded.
It's hard to know what the factors are, but certainly the killed and seriously injured, the seriously injured factor has come down quite sharply, and we think that's thanks in part at least to the great work that's being done by the police in trying to get better behaviour on the roads, both by cyclists and by motorists.
But cycling charities say the Mayor's policies are a mess. I'm joined in the studio by Donnachadh McCarthy from Stop Killing Cyclists and the Mayor of London's Cycling Commissioner, Andrew Gilligan. Donnachadh, if we can start with you, a 28% reduction, the fact that less people are dying, this is great news, isn't it?
The statistics released today by TfL state that a cyclist a day is being killed or seriously injured in London streets. Still, that is not acceptable.
But it is a reduction. Things are getting better. There are more cyclists and there are less deaths.
Every single year, the stats go up and down. To actually claim success after just 1 year of positive results is not acceptable. Whilst we continue to have the situation where 8-year-olds and 8-year-olds have to cycle on London streets with HGV trucks and buses.
Well, Andrew Gilligan, let's throw it over to you. Surely any death is a death too many.
Sure, absolutely. But like you said, there are a lot fewer serious injuries and deaths than there were before. The fact is the stats don't go up and down, they go down and down largely. In 1989,
these stats are worse than 2006, aren't they? This isn't the best year we've had.
It's not the best year we've ever had, but it's the second best year we've ever had in history. And actually, 2013 was a time when there was an awful lot of alarmism about cycling deaths, some of it from people like Donnachadh, and the true picture is that this is the second safest year in history to be a cyclist in London.
What about looking at this Operation Safeway? One of the things that was pulled out by Donnachadh's operation was to say that 70% of the trucks or the drivers were in a dangerous condition or dangerous driving on the roads. That's completely unacceptable, isn't it? Because that is what is causing a lot of the fatalities, is those trucks as they turn left.
Yeah, totally unacceptable, and that's exactly why we've done Operation Safeway. But again, we had a lot of criticism from cycle campaigners about that, and I can't understand why. I'm slightly puzzled that we're debating whether an operation that's contributed to nearly a third reduction in serious injuries is a good or a bad thing. Of course it's a good thing. We've got to get these lorries off the road, we've got to get dangerous drivers off the roads, and we've got to get dangerous cyclists to behave more safely as well. And you know, people treat it as if there's some kind of distraction from the real job of building segregated lanes. It's not. We're going to do both.
Donnachadh's shaking his head here. Donnachadh, you can come in here. There have been fatalities and you've been frustrated.
To say we're being alarmist, there's been every month this year in 2014 we've had another death on London's roads. The actual fact is there is a real problem with Operation Safeway. It's targeting cyclists 8 times higher than the truck drivers. The people who are killing people on London's roads are trucks. The TfL's own stats say 30% of the trucks on London's roads are in a dangerous condition and being driven illegally. And yet the Mayor has actually frozen the recruitment for enforcement on those. And that's where the targeting needs to be. And why are they targeting cyclists 8 times to trucks?
Just a very short answer to that, if we can.
That just isn't true. We haven't frozen the recruitment. And cyclists got 29.5% of the tickets. They're 24% of the traffic in inner London, which is where this operation operated. So the enforcement was almost entirely proportionate.
Andrew Gilligan, thank you very much. And Donnachadh McCarthy, thank you very much as well.